Ancira, and welcome to another edition of the Ancira Animal Library. We are here with some more big animals at the San Antonio Zoo, and I'm here with Carrion. She is an animal care specialist here at the San Antonio Zoo since 2017, and these ladies are magnificent.
Yes, they are.
These ladies are magnificent. So we have two white rhinos here.
Southern white rhinos.
And the other type of rhino is?
So there's northern white rhinos, there are black rhinos, there are 5 species total, but the most common that you're going to see in zoos are going to be white rhinos.
Okay, and are they an endangered species?
I don't believe these southern white rhinos are actually considered endangered. They're actually doing the best out of every rhino species alive, but they are doing, because they're doing the best, every other rhino species is either endangered, threatened, or is about to go extinct.
So these ladies right here, what are their names?
So closest to me we have Ophelia. Farthest away we have Nyota. So one came from Busch Gardens, one came from White Oaks Conservation Center.
And how old are they?
They're both 3 years old.
Okay, so they're going to be here for a while.
They're going to be here hopefully for as long as we can keep them. I'm already attached to them, so if they leave, I'll be extremely sad.
What is the life expectancy of a rhino?
It's going to be close to 40 years old.
Oh my gosh, 40
Yes.
years. That's so much longer than I expected, because you think about other animals that you have at home, pets, you have like 10 to 15 years.
Right. So
40 years old is a pretty good life for a rhino.
Right, so these guys are pretty big, so usually the way it works is the larger the animal, the bigger or the longer it's going to live.
Oh.
But the less offspring they'll have at a time, and the longer it takes for that offspring to be born and then be ready to be on its own.
Okay, these ladies, we hope they're going to help the rhino population here at the San Antonio Zoo. Is that right?
So this actual spot that we're standing in is called the nursery pen. It's donated by the Hickson family. So hopefully within like 3 years, if you come back and visit us, we will not be in this pen because there might be a baby in this pen instead.
Fantastic. Okay, so rhinos, the most favorite thing about them is their horns.
So their horn is made out of keratin. It's the exact same thing that your fingernails and hair is made out of. There are no medicinal properties. Cultures do believe that eating or ingesting their horn in some way will help cure cancer or provide other medicinal features. It provides the same thing as if you were to put your hair in a bowl of soup. You eat it, and now you're just eating hair, and that's kind of gross.
Okay, right, no, exactly. So if I were to bite my fingernails down to the nub, it would be the same experience as the horn and having it in some sort of soup.
Yes.
Not good for you at all, in any means.
Right.
Not good
and
for you.
It also does grow back, so there really is no reason to be poaching rhinos, because you could instead just have a rhino farm, have an abundance of rhinos, shave their little horns down, and then let it grow back and start all over again.
Which doesn't hurt them at all.
No, it does not. As long as you don't get too far down, it's exactly like your fingernail. You just protect your cuticle. It's exactly the same.
So tell me a little bit about the mud. You always see that these rhinos are full of mud on their back and all the parts. What does the mud do for them?
So the mud is a really, really good sunscreen for them. They cannot sweat. They're a lot like pigs. It's also a good way to thermoregulate, so just keep them cool. So, it's a lot of skin, a lot of sun, so the mud just helps them keep them from getting sunburned, because that would really, really hurt, and then just keep them cool.
And bug repellent is something I heard about as well.
Yes, that too, yes. Their skin is 4 inches thick in some places, so that does pretty good with bugs, but if there's just one more layer in addition to that, it's even more helpful.
Right, so in my backyard, if there's a lot of mosquito action, something going on, I should roll around in some mud.
Yeah, you could.
For extra protection, as well as some sunscreen, some added benefits.
Right.
And I had, I believe one of your associates here was rubbing his hands on them, saying it was almost an exfoliant for his hands, because it's so rough.
It's
as a matter of
great
fact.
way to get rid of calluses.
That's fantastic. Well, these ladies are just phenomenal. Thank you for sharing your time and knowledge.
Thank you.
And it was a pleasure. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the Ancira Animal Library and learning a little bit about these wonderful rhinos.